Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to control life, the more chaotic it gets? Like when you really try to be calm and zen, and suddenly the kettle boils over, your phone dies, the dog starts barking at absolutely nothing, and your soul whispers, maybe we don't need to control everything today. Hi, beautiful soul, this is Valkyrie. Today, we're going to talk about something powerful, something deeply human, something most of us struggle with. Trusting the journey. Letting go of control and finally feeling safe enough to allow life to unfold without forcing it. Because somewhere along the way, we were taught that life only works if we push, hustle, chase, control, strive, tighten, brace, and try harder. But what if that's the very thing keeping peace, alignment, clarity, and blessings from reaching you? What if the medicine isn't more effort? What if the medicine is trust? In this video, we're going to explore 3 deeply healing realizations. Why constantly fixing yourself and fixing your life may be blocking alignment too. What truly happens when you soften, surrender, and allow life to guide you through. How to develop deep spiritual trust, not blindly, not passively, but consciously. And we're going to do it gently, with honesty, with depth, with warmth. You don't need to perform here. You don't need to impress anyone. You get to just be. Let's begin with this truth. You are not failing because you feel overwhelmed. You are not behind because things haven't lined up yet. You are not lost because your path doesn't look like everyone else's. You are becoming, and becoming isn't tidy. Becoming isn't linear. Becoming isn't something that fits into a motivational poster with a cute quote and tidy timeline. Becoming is messy. Becoming is raw. Becoming is that strange middle place where the life you've outgrown no longer fits. But the life meant for you hasn't fully arrived yet. It's that in-between space where your soul whispers, there is more for you. But your nervous system says, yes, but can someone please show me the schedule, roadmap, itinerary, confirmation email, and tracking number? Here's something we don't hear enough. Trusting the journey doesn't mean never feeling scared. It means learning to breathe with the fear, instead of letting fear drive your life. It doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means knowing that even when everything feels uncertain, you are not alone. You are not abandoned, and life hasn't forgotten you. We don't trust because everything is clear. We trust because something inside us knows we are guided, knows there is meaning, knows things don't always fall apart. Sometimes they fall into place. And maybe you're here today because you're tired. Not just physically tired, soul tired. Tired of carrying everyone, tired of holding everything together, tired of constantly feeling like you're the one who has to sort, fix, rescue, manage, predict, and control. Maybe you've always been the strong one, the reliable one, the one who figures it out. But strength without softness becomes armor, and armor, if worn too long, becomes a prison, and you deserve to exhale. So in this video, we're going to slow down together. We're going to gently examine why we cling to control. We're going to talk about why surrender isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And we're going to explore how trusting your journey is one of the most spiritually powerful things you will ever do. Stay with me, because what we're about to uncover has the power to loosen a weight you've been carrying on your chest for years. All right, beautiful souls, let's walk this together. Let's talk about control, not in a judgmental way, not in a you're doing life wrong way, but in a deeply compassionate, honest, human way. Because most of the time, when people talk about letting go, they forget something important. We didn't become controlling for no reason. We didn't wake up one day and say, yes, I think I'd like to overthink everything, emotionally micromanage my life, tense my shoulders permanently, and develop chronic anxiety. That sounds fun. No, we became controlling because life at some point didn't feel safe. Somewhere in your story, there may have been moments where things fell apart suddenly. People left without warning. Love didn't stay the way you hoped it would. Life broke your heart in ways you never saw coming. And so the nervous system learned, if I can predict it, I can protect myself. If I stay strong, I won't get hurt. If I keep everything under control, maybe life won't take from me again. Control often isn't ego. Control is self-protection in disguise. It is the nervous system saying, I don't trust life to hold me, so I will hold everything myself. But here's the gentle truth we rarely say out loud. Carrying everything yourself is exhausting. Being the one who never falls apart is lonely, and living on constant emotional alert doesn't create peace. It creates burnout. It creates anxiety. It creates a life where your body is present, but your soul is constantly braced for impact. And maybe you recognize it. You overthink conversations you already had. You prepare for worst-case scenarios just in case. You struggle to rest because your nervous system doesn't believe it's safe to stop, and society praises this. Look how strong you are. Look how responsible you are. Look how much you handle. But strength without softness becomes survival, and survival is not the same as living. Now here's something many people don't know. Sometimes what we call strength is actually trauma dressed in armor. Sometimes what we call independence is actually, I never learned it was safe to rely on anyone. Sometimes what we call I just like control is actually, my nervous system is terrified of losing stability again. And none of that makes you weak. It makes you human. It means you adapted to pain the best way you knew how. But beautiful soul, you were never meant to live in defense mode forever. Letting go is not about becoming careless. It's not about just stop worrying. If it were that simple, we'd have done it already. Letting go is about gently retraining your nervous system to understand, I am safe now. I am supported now. I don't have to be at war with life anymore. Letting go is about learning to trust, not blindly, not naively, but consciously. It is about shifting from, I must control everything or I will lose everything, to, I can soften and life will not collapse. And yes, I know that voice comes in. But Valkyrie, what if I relax and everything falls apart? Let me ask you a question with love. Has controlling everything stopped bad things from ever happening? Or has it mostly exhausted you? Because control rarely prevents pain. It just makes you tired while you wait for life to happen. And sometimes, life isn't trying to hurt you. Life is trying to grow you. Life is trying to move you. Life is trying to guide you somewhere softer, deeper, truer. But it can't if your fists are clenched. And this is the part I want you to really feel. You don't have to earn safety by being perfect. You don't have to deserve peace by struggling first. You don't have to hold everything together to be worthy of being held. Sometimes the bravest thing you will ever do is soften. To say, I don't have to do this the hard way anymore. I don't have to fight life. I get to learn how to trust again. Stay with me. Because next, we're going to talk about something profoundly healing. What actually happens, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, when you finally stop forcing life and allow life to meet you. This is where it gets powerful. Don't go anywhere. We're about to go deeper. Let's talk about what actually happens when you stop gripping life so tightly and you begin to allow. Because something beautiful and almost mysterious happens when you move from tension to trust. And no, this isn't sit back and do nothing energy. This is alignment energy. This is not fighting your own life anymore energy. This is meeting life instead of wrestling it. When you stop forcing, your nervous system starts to breathe again. Your chest softens, your jaw unclenches, your thoughts slow down. Your spirit finally has enough space to sit with you instead of chasing survival. And suddenly, you start hearing things you couldn't before. Inner guidance becomes clearer. Intuition feels louder. Creativity wakes up. Clarity arrives with a whisper instead of chaos arriving with a scream. Because control is loud, but alignment is quiet. Control says, do more. Push harder, don't fail. Don't stop, don't trust. Alignment says, pause. Feel, listen. Move only when your soul nods yes. It's not laziness, it's self-respect. It's nervous system regulation. It's the energetic understanding that you no longer have to force what is meant for you. Here is something powerful to sit with. When you cling in fear, you often hold on to things that expired long ago. Old versions of yourself, old expectations, old relationships, old dreams that belong to a past version of you. But when you soften, you give life permission to evolve you. You make space for new opportunities. You open doors to better connections. You step into environments that honor your soul instead of draining it. Life has always been trying to give to you, but clenched fists cannot receive. And I want to say something important here. Letting go does not mean allow whatever happens. Accept disrespect. Never take action. Just be passive. Absolutely not. Letting go means this. I will do my part, but I will no longer try to force what isn't aligned, doesn't respect me, doesn't support me, or isn't meant for me. You still take steps. You still show up. You still move forward, but you move with your soul, not against it. When you stop forcing life, you begin living from a different place entirely. Instead of survival mode, you step into creation mode. Instead of anxiety being your driver, purpose and grounded intention take the lead. Instead of constantly reacting, you begin consciously choosing. And yes, this takes courage. Sometimes it feels like stepping off a cliff blindfolded. But here's the quiet miracle that so many people experience. You don't fall, you rise. Because the universe, God, Source, your higher self, whatever name feels right to you, has been waiting for you to stop resisting long enough to finally support you. Life meets you where you stop fighting it. I've said this before and I'll say it again because it matters. Not everything that collapses is a loss. Sometimes it is relief, sometimes it is protection, sometimes it is divine redirection. Some of the most powerful turning points in your life will not come from trying harder. They will come from surrendering deeper. From that moment you whisper, I trust, I release. I am ready to walk in alignment, not tension. And one more beautiful truth. When you finally stop trying to prove your worth through effort, productivity, perfection, control, you rediscover something sacred, your softness, your humanity, your joy, your present moment. You start laughing more. You breathe without fear. You notice beauty again. You feel connected to yourself instead of constantly performing survival. This is the beginning of real peace. Not temporary peace, not forced positive thinking peace, but the kind of peace that grows from the inside out. So here's my gentle invitation for you. Maybe today, you don't need to push harder. Maybe today, you don't need to carry everything alone. Maybe today, you are allowed to soften, to trust, to let life meet you halfway. Stay with me, because in the next segment, we're going to go even deeper into how to actually begin letting go in real, practical, grounded steps, not just spiritual ideas. Don't go anywhere. What's coming next could genuinely change how you move through life from this moment forward. Let's get honest for a second. Let go, trust, surrender. We hear these phrases all the time, but nobody really tells you how to actually do that when your body is anxious, your mind is racing, your heart is hurting, and life still needs you to function. So let's talk about it in a grounded human Valkyrie way, spiritual but practical, emotional but usable, real. Because letting go isn't an idea, it's a practice. It's a retraining of your nervous system. It's learning how to move from fear to faith, step by step. Let's break it down gently. The first step to letting go isn't letting go. It's admitting how tightly you've been holding on. Most of us don't realize how exhausted we are from trying to control everyone and everything. Trying to control outcomes, trying to control how people see us, trying to control relationships, trying to control timing, trying to control our healing, trying to control what is deeply out of our hands. Control feels like safety, but really, it becomes a cage. So the first step, without shame, is simply whispering to yourself, I am tired of carrying everything. I deserve to breathe. That honesty opens the first door. Step 2 is choosing trust in micro moments. Letting go doesn't happen in one big dramatic surrender moment. It happens in tiny daily choices. It sounds like, I don't know what will happen, but I trust I'll be guided. I don't know how this will resolve, but I trust I'll meet it when it comes. I don't have to solve my whole life today. Instead of gripping the future, you take the next gentle, aligned step. Instead of rehearsing fear, you choose the next compassionate thought. Instead of forcing answers, you allow unfolding. Letting go lives in the next small right thing, not in trying to hold the entire universe together on your shoulders. Step 3, be willing to release what isn't aligned anymore. This is the hardest part for most people, because letting go might mean letting go of a story about who you thought you had to be, letting go of a life path that no longer matches your soul, letting go of relationships that stop growing with you, letting go of patterns that protect your wounds but suffocate your future. And this hurts. Even when it's right, we grieve the familiar, even when it wasn't healthy. We mourn old identities. We question everything. But please hear this. If something falls away while you are becoming truer, clearer, healthier, and more aligned, that is not failure. That is evolution. And evolution rarely feels comfortable while it's happening. 4. Step 4. Regulate your nervous system. Letting go is not just emotional and spiritual, it's biological. You cannot surrender from a body stuck in panic mode. You can't trust life when your nervous system believes it's in danger. So this part is deeply important. Slow your breathing. Bring calm back into your body. Ground yourself in the present. Remind yourself, I am safe right now. In this moment, I am safe. This is not weakness. This is self-stability. This is how you teach your body that you don't have to fight life anymore. When your body calms, your spirit can guide. 5. Step 5. Allow life to meet you. This is where the magic lives, because something begins to happen when you stop running and start trusting. Right people appear. Right opportunities show. Right conversations happen. Right healing arrives. Right guidance comes through. Not because life suddenly changed, but because you changed your posture toward it. You stopped trying to drag life into your plan, and you finally opened to the plan that has been waiting for you. You moved from resistance into relationship with life itself, and that changes everything. Letting go is not the end. Letting go is the doorway. It is the point where your stubbornness softens into wisdom, where fear transforms into faith, where control dissolves into clarity. And I promise you this, life has a funny way of taking care of souls brave enough to trust it. Please don't go anywhere yet, because in the final segment, we are going to gently close this journey together with grounding words, emotional truth, and a reminder you genuinely deserve to hear today. If you're still here with me right now, that tells me something about you. It tells me you're brave. It tells me you're self-aware. It tells me you're tired of surviving your way through life and ready to begin living again. And I want you to know this from the deepest part of my heart to yours. Nothing about you is behind. Nothing about you is late. Nothing about you is failing. You are simply unfolding. And sometimes unfolding looks like confusion, tears, surrender, change, courage, release, and rebirth. And that's okay. That's more than okay. That's human. That's spiritual. That's real life. I wish someone had told me this earlier in my journey, so I am telling it to you now. You do not need to have everything figured out to be worthy. You do not need to control everything to be safe. You do not need to hold everything together to be loved. Sometimes the bravest thing you will ever do is loosen your grip, let life breathe again, and whisper, I trust myself. I trust my path. I trust that what is meant for me will never require me to betray myself to keep it. Because you were never meant to live in tension. You were never meant to constantly fight yourself. You were never meant to live scared of your own future. You were meant to live aligned, present, awake, soft, and strong. Yes, you can be soft and strong. Yes, you can trust and be wise. Yes, you can surrender and still stand in your power. This isn't giving up. This is growing up, spiritually, emotionally, and soulfully. So maybe today, just choose one small act of trust, one gentle exhale, one unclenching of the heart. One moment where you say, I don't need to force today. I will do what I can, and I will let life meet me. And watch what begins to shift. Because when you stop fighting your life finally has space to love you back. If this message found you today, it wasn't random. It wasn't coincidence. You were meant to hear this. And if something inside you felt seen, if something softened, if something breathed, stay close. Because here, on this channel, we are walking this journey together. Healing, growing, remembering who we are, becoming aligned, becoming sovereign in our minds, bodies, and souls. You are not alone here. You never were. If this helped you, if you felt calmer, clearer, stronger, then stay with me. Subscribe to Valkyrie 33.8, because every day we are learning how to live more consciously, heal more deeply, and walk our lives with courage, softness, and truth. And if you feel like it, leave a comment and tell me, where are you learning to let go right now? I'd love to read it. We walk this together. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me with your heart for a few minutes. Thank you for choosing yourself today. As always, this has been Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others.